dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYNT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Justin Case. Cold temperatures across the region tonight. This weekend, the chances for snow continue to increase. Meteorologist Andrew Dockery is in the Weather Center with the latest. Andrew?
Yeah, Justin, you said it best. It's been a cold day here across eastern Kentucky, and the cold weather going to continue for your Friday. And it's not going to be a matter of when this snow falls, are we going to be able for it to stick? It's going to start sticking and accumulating pretty quick. First, let's take a look at the Mountain Almanac, and you'll notice today 28 degrees, 15 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. The record 69 set back last year. We're not touching that, at least for this day, but maybe we'll get back to that warmth sometime soon. Notice temperatures right now, 22 in Hazard, 21 in Pikeville, and 19 in Wise. Still some light winds in some locations as that high pressure system sticks up to our northwest, and because of some of that cooler wind, you'll notice some of the feels-like temperatures in the teens. In Wise and Monticello, it's 12 and 13 degrees. That's what it feels like, and it feels like 12 right now in Lexington. Satellite radar, most of the activity off to the northeast. That's the flurries we saw even this morning, but as we look ahead, you'll notice the snow chances, they're going to arrive late Friday into your Saturday, and the transition happens sometime Saturday before we'll look at that rain Saturday afternoon, and then possibly a second dose of snow late on Sunday. Justin, we continue to get the fine details with this system, and we'll have the full details on your forecast coming up around 11:14.
Andrew, thank you. A man is dead after jumping into the Tug Fork River to escape police this morning in Pike County. Troopers say he admitted to stealing a purse from a parked car at Appalachian Tobacco. Kentucky State Police say evidence was found at the house Michael J. Hatfield was staying in, and he later admitted to stealing the purse. The attempted arrest led to a fight. Hatfield ran into the creek bed and jumped into the river. Emergency crews searched for Hatfield in the cold water currents.
And it's imperative to get medical attention as fast as possible because you've got to be rewarmed in order to survive something like that.
Mingo County authorities later found him on railroad tracks in West Virginia. He was taken to the hospital for treatment. He was pronounced dead around 2:40 p.m. His body has been sent to Frankfort for an autopsy. We will keep you updated on air and online as we learn more. Needle exchange programs can be controversial. Some argue it enables drug users. Others feel like it stops the spread of diseases and prevents dirty needles from being found in the community. Today I went to Breathitt County to learn more about new programs in place that are meant to help the needle exchange program become more effective. These days, finding needles in parks or near schools is becoming far too common.
We've had cases where kids are playing in the park, and they run across the needle. It happened to one of the ladies on our coalition.
A grant provided by Kentucky ASAP and Unite Coalition is helping to fight the drug problem here. It funds naloxone training for first responders. It helped create the needle exchange program and paid for 3 needle disposal boxes.
We didn't want to think that people think that we were pushing making needles available to people for drug use, but whenever we looked at the statistics and we saw that Breathitt County was one of the 5 counties in the United States where there might be a danger of a major hepatitis outbreak, we thought, we have to do something.
Police say they get calls about needles found in the community every day, and it puts their health at risk.
We were on a search warrant. We were cleaning up and getting ready to leave, and we picked up a bag, and there was an uncapped needle, and it poked him in the hand.
In order to make this whole plan more effective, Chief Spicer says he gives inmates this card when they get out of jail with a list of options and places they can go when they're ready to get help. Drug users now have 3 places they can dispose of dirty needles: City Hall, the courthouse, or the Jackson Fire Department.
If they're coming here trying to do the right thing, get rid of the needles, to dispose of them properly, they're not going to be arrested. We're here to help the community. We're here to make sure our community is safe.
Working to keep the community safer for generations to come. Chief Kenneth Spicer says the needle disposal box in City Hall will soon be placed outside so it can be accessed 24 hours a day. A Kentucky state representative is pushing two bills this session. Lexington Democrat George Brown calls them common sense measures. The two bills would regulate what he calls advanced weaponry and would require safe storage following the shooting at Marshall County High School.
We want people to be responsible for their weapons. The Marshall County shooting, from the reports I got, and then I understand that the young man used his stepfather's gun that was unsecured.
Representative Brown's bill also aims to close so-called gun show loopholes and requires registration for so-called assault weapons. The abortion debate reached the state capitol today. One lawmaker filed a bill that would ban abortions if a heartbeat is detected. Under the new legislation, abortion providers would be required to check for fetal heartbeat. If one is detected, it would be a Class D felony to perform the procedure unless there is a medical emergency. The ACLU warns the bill would trigger a lawsuit. The state is already tied up in 3 lawsuits over abortion restrictions. Governor Matt Bevin is reaffirming he plans to file for re-election. The Kentucky Republican has not filed the paperwork to run in 2019 yet. The Cincinnati Enquirer reports the governor plans to file before the January 29th deadline. He has not said exactly when he will do it or who his running mate will be. A piece of historic memorabilia from the Letcher County Courthouse has gone missing. Officials say the noose that hanged Floyd Frazier in 1910 has disappeared, and they have no idea where it might be. This was the last legal hanging in Letcher County. Frazier was accused of murdering Ellen Flannery in 1907 and was hanged on the Schoolhouse Hill in 1910.
Because it's a piece of our history, I hate that it's gone. I want to get a shadow box to put it in and display it so our citizens can see it, because I want to preserve it because it's our history and it means a lot to us.
Officials do not want to press charges. They just hope to see it returned. The man accused in a murder trial in Laurel County will appear back in court later this year. Investigators say Michael Collier shot his estranged wife, her father, and another woman back in 2017. Gordon Browning died in the shooting. Jessica Collier and Amy Lyons survived. A pretrial conference is set for March 7th. 11 years after his death, a Perry County preacher's killer still has not been found. Marion Estep was shot and killed along the Hal Rogers Parkway on January 10th, 2008. His grandson is Joe Engel, the new sheriff in Perry County. He says his family has found peace knowing most likely his grandfather's killer will never be brought to justice, and all of this led him to run for sheriff.
Absolutely. It played a lot of role in it, and I want to not say anything bad about anybody else, but I want to provide the people of this county with something happens like that to them, we'll be able to handle it.
Sheriff Engel says he would like to reopen his grandfather's case and bring his killer to justice. We want to remind you officials plan to hold a moment of silence for fallen officer Scotty Hamilton in Pikeville tomorrow. It is scheduled for 1:11 p.m. It will be held in front of the Pikeville Police Department. 111 was Officer Hamilton's badge number. He was killed in the line of duty last March. With Love from Harlan is a nonprofit organization that provides supplies for those in need locally and sometimes nationally. And after about 2 years, members of the community are giving back. In just a week's time frame, With Love from Harlan received 2 very generous donations, a car and a house. And members say they are excited to put the house to good use.
It's given us storage space so that we no longer will have to use the storage building, and it'll give us an office space where people can come and meet us.
The upstairs part of the house will also serve as a transitional housing unit for families in need. If you would like to donate your time or money, just go to WYMT.com and find this story. A Corbin backpack program is feeding close to 1,000 students a week. The Corbin Community Backpack Program meets twice a week, filling at least 900 bags of food for children in need in Knox and Whitley counties. Resource staff from schools in the area give the kids the bags so they do not go hungry when school is out, giving peace of mind to school staff.
a little less worry. You know, we think all the time about the needs that they have, and we don't want to just provide instruction for them. We want to go a little step further and provide any other needs that they have.
Parents can register their kids for the program at the School Resource Center. Coming up at 11, why vets say you should watch out for ticks even in the winter. And later, a teenager missing since October found alive. We'll have the latest in the dramatic developments in Wisconsin.
And clear skies will provide for cold temperatures tonight and throughout the weekend. The latest on this winter system coming up.
Scratching is fun, but scratching the new Sevens ticket really raises your game. Put a little more play in your day with these new games from the Kentucky Lottery.
Oh, hey, it's Keno night. You ready? Well, take a seat and pick how many numbers you want to play. Now, choose your numbers. You've got 37 ways to win with a top prize of $100,000. Choose your wager, pick your draw times, add the multiplier for a shot at $1 million, or add the bullseye for an additional prize. Yeah, you're ready.
Play Keno your way, online or at your favorite Kentucky Lottery retailer.
A new year means new opportunities, but this opportunity's about to pass you by. Don't miss Big Sandy's Sell-a-thon final weekend. Get up to 6-year special financing with no money down and up to $1,000 in free furniture. Samsung stainless steel French door refrigerator. Don't pay $14.99, now only $9.99. 55-inch Ultra HD TV Super Saver price just $2.99. Hurry, ends Tuesday.
Big Sandy Superstore. Experience better.
Kemper Furniture in Hazard has over 120 La-Z-Boy recliners in stock, starting at only $2.99. Get custom England furniture made just for you in 18 days or less.